This is Joseph Barber for ESFI, and I'm sitting with Amineh, the product manager for Mirametrix Gaming. How are you doing?
Good, yourself.
I'm doing pretty good. What is Mirametrix? How did it all start, and what are you guys based out of?
So Mirametrix is an eye tracking company. It started out of a research out of University of British Columbia from Dr. Craig Hennessy. He was trying to find an eye tracker that was easy to use and simple for his research, and he decided to make his own because he couldn't find anything that was good enough in the market. Basically, Mirametrix was moved to Montreal when it was acquired by Tandemwatch Technologies, who invested in the technology and trying to get it more in the consumer market and trying to make it an actual business from there. So.
Okay. Well, how does it work?
So how the eye tracker works, there's a camera and there's infrared lights that will shine into your eyes. There's an infrared light that will shine directly in your eyes and get reflected by your eyes, and that way we'll find your pupil. And then there's infrared lights that will shine on the side of your eyes, and then we'll find a reflection. So when we calibrate on the screen, we know what's the relationship between the center of your eyes and that reflection, and from there we can determine where somebody's looking at on the screen.
Well, you guys have been using it all weekend long here at Lone Star Clash 2. What other uses do you see it having, other than, just what it's been used
So
for?
right now, people are using it in research a lot. For example, psychology research, they try to analyze human behavior, how do they gather information, how do they react to different things. But also in marketing research, where they try to test advertisements, A versus advertisement B, and try to see which people like better, how do they look at things. Also, when they design software or games and things like that, we have companies that use it to make sure that the interface is really easy to navigate and things are easy to find. So it's a lot of research and testing. This is the first time that we're using it actually to, like, in the consumer environment where people are actually using it, and we're trying to see it in real time and things like that. So.
Okay. So this is the first esports event you ever used the technology for.
Yeah.
What were you guys using it before that?
It was general
Just
research, like I
product.
said,
Okay.
papers, writing white papers, and understanding how humans interact with different things.
Okay. Well, all weekend long, we've been seeing it used for StarCraft 2. Are there any other games you think it'd be useful for or not useful for?
So StarCraft 2 is the first time we're trying this game because it's really a one-person against one-person game. And so it's easy to track one person, how they look at things, how they look at the heat map and things like that, and the other person compare. We tried to get it into League of Legends, but since there's a lot of people involved, it gets like tracking 10 different people. It gets a lot of data in, and then getting heat maps for 10 people gets a bit ridiculous. So we need to check also what games are compatible with eye tracking and what kind of statistics are important in different games. But
Awesome. What's the current price range for something like this? It's got to be pretty expensive.
right now, yes, because it is a research product, so it is a research tool. So it's $5,000 a pop. But in terms of other eye trackers that are available out there, it's pretty cheap. But it's a research device. Obviously, when it goes to consumers, like everything else, everything goes lower when there's like a higher volume of production and things like that.
What kind of reception has it been getting all weekend long? It seems like a lot of people like it online. And
Well, it's interesting because it's like you mentioned, it's the first time that we're using it. So we weren't sure if people were actually interested into knowing where the players are looking at, or looking at the stats, or are they looking at the mini maps and things like that, and if that's any useful. But it seems like it is giving some insight into what they're thinking about their game and how they're strategizing and things like that. So we're happy that it's getting such a good reception and such a good feedback from people.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for that interview. Where can others learn more about Mirametrix Gaming?
So you can go on our website. It's gaming.mirametrix.com, and that website is specialized for the gaming part of Mirametrix.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. We hope to see you guys around in more events.
Thank you. You're welcome.